Hey guys, TC here from the Christian Gaming Channel, bringing a brand new episode. Oh, technically not a new episode. This is part 2 of 3 different parts to the Minetest Creative Series Episode 2. I did it for this reason purely because the last part, which you guys have probably already watched by now, is almost half an hour long, and editing times, upload times, and honestly, I don't want to put you guys through an hour-long video. Kind of limits the factor on that. So, yeah. In the last part, I suppose, we took care of getting this building just completely furnished out, so this blocky guy right here has a place to live. In the next segment, which is this one obviously, we're going to go ahead and run out to the desert. Hopefully Pixel will just stop by at some point in case I need a time lapse. Anyways. Yeah, I can't believe it took me almost half an hour to completely furnish out that house. Genuinely surprised by that. But it should hopefully be a bit of a quicker episode today, to maybe to the point where we can do both finishing off building the desert house and doing the jungle wall at the same time. That would be ideal because I don't think the jungle wall is going to take too terribly long. There's the desert house right there, and there's the jungle wall. Effectively, what that wall is kind of like a nature preserve in a way. Hey, this tree's finally grew. That took forever. I planted these trees a while ago to try and make like a nice little area that, you know, people could enjoy because it's a desert, and if the grass is at least watered, it should hang around. And I didn't put this here. This was just kind of a naturally formed piece of ground underneath the sand that I had to clear out. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyways, you can see here as I just fly up real quick. We have this whole border wall around this nature preserve because it's kind of crazy seeing an entire jungle just sitting right next to a desert like that. Technically, it does have a savanna sitting right between it and the actual desert, but that savanna is not that large, so I don't really feel like it counts. Yeah, we have this whole jungle preserve, which ends right here at this wall, because that's just a sheer cliff. So I don't think anyone's really getting around that too easily. In the context of the actual world, not this Minetest world. So yeah, we have this bit of wall to finish left, because, quite frankly, just is a very boring, tedious process. So I'm probably going to time-lapse this, which means I need Pixel over here. Okay, so it's time-lapse time. Yeah, I just wanted to go into detail about some things I felt like needed correction for that little chit-chat video between Vixel and I in that one video. I don't think it came across clear enough, but I do really trust in God to help me through the OCD bouts that I do have. Granted, it is quite difficult, but like I said, I do trust the Lord to help me through it, and He has multiple times. I just felt like I needed to correct that because I kind of felt like the video was kind of implying that I didn't, but I just wanted to rectify it. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed the first appearance of Vicky on this channel. She probably won't be much of a regular. She's got a business to run, so. But, yeah, I guess it's one of those things where you just need someone on standby, and that does come in handy. And what else can I talk about while I'm waiting for this time-lapse to end? The jungle's kind of neat, although the rampant amount of sheep have just absolutely obliterated the grass. I don't know what it is with this game and sheep. They spawn so frequently. It makes a lot of bald patches on the ground, to say the least. What am I trying to say? The wall kind of reminds me of a prison, but it's not, so I guess that's something. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this time lapse because it's about to end. So, bye. Okay, we're back. And I hope the time lapse was at least good. Yeah, this wall wasn't too tedious to make. It was just a lot of placing down blocks, and I had to fix that other part because it was way too low. This wall, I will admit, does kind of come off like a prison, but it's a nature preserve, and I would imagine, because I've never been to a nature preserve in my life, would assume that these technically would be a good measure to keep the nature preserved and away from poachers and or other people who would like to take advantage of all this nice lush forest jungle thing. The only thing that's here is the bed, but that was just to skip the night. So yeah, this is done. I want to in the future probably build like a visitor center somewhere on the outside of the wall. And hopefully maybe a little gift shop inside the visitor center. After all, I don't think these places can run purely on charity. I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, there's this place now. I don't know what to do about this. It's not a bad looking house to start with. I mean, the structure is pretty decent. It's very blocky, I will admit, but trying to keep within the theme of using the kind of materials that are more prevalent around here. And you can get away with the clay because there are rivers right here. And usually these rivers do have clay. So that's technically completely valid. And Pixel may need to hit his bed real quick so we can have some more daylight, or we could just go in the house. Yeah, I'll just leave him out in the desert for now. He'll be okay. He's been out in the desert before. Okay, basically, we have this upper floor right here, non-furnished, and the bottom floor has the basic structure layout along with all the blocks that have been used. Other than that, it's been pretty empty. So I guess we should get a good look at the house outside one more time, if I can get out. Just activate fly mode, and how do we want to go about this? I think first of all, I really do need daylight, so just grab a bed real quick and go get Pixel and tell him to do the same. There we go. Nice daylight. And a cow. Okay, what I was saying is, I don't know if this floor should have a, not floor. This house should have a third story or not. I might be able to get away with just a flat top like the other buildings right here. Because I don't want to design another arched roof like back where we did the first episode. That was a big pain. I might just steal the idea from this and just make it a basic flat roof. I mean, it's a desert. I don't expect it to rain at all. So I think we can get away with the flat roof. Hopefully that won't be too big a deal. But first of all, I want to punch out some windows so that way we actually have some space to actually look out. I don't think anybody wants to be stuck inside of purely bricks. Do 4 there, do 4 here. And some right here. Probably going to use, what did we use down here? Regular glass, okay. Surprised there weren't any tinted windows of any kind used for this. I would expect something like that considering it's a desert. I think we can leave that wall as it is. Okay, so I need to go down, grab the stuff out of this old chest, put the windows in, and figure out how I want to go about this, the ceiling and the floor. No. I figure out how I want to go about the roof. I'm getting my terminology mixed up all around. I wonder how this house would be to live in, considering it's right next to a nature preserve. I mean, at least you get really nice scenery to look out at. You got a huge mountain and a jungle. And over here, you have a view of the bridge, which that thing is just a giant landmark. You can view that thing from quite a few places, actually. You might be able to even view it from where Pixel and Vixel live. I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked out that window. Okay. Anyways, we have the windows in. We have this floor layout, which is a similar color to what I used previously, actually. Actually, do I have... I probably don't, do I? Wrong button. No, I do not. Okay. Get some chain link fence because it looks the best in my opinion. It's very functional. I feel like the regular wooden fences are great for an outdoor setting, but for an indoor setting, like these stair sections, this just works better. It acts as a safety net, and aesthetically, it's not bad. Okay, how do I want to divide this up? I think we need to make some bedrooms, so let's just make this bedroom right here. Then we can probably segment this one off. That's going to be a kind of... Actually, no, I think there probably are houses that are like that. Can put this right here. Maybe stretch that out just by a block or two. There we go. Snap that one off in there so we can get a more rounded look. And I think this would make a nice bedroom, and this would make a nice bedroom. And if you are curious who lives here, if you remember the whole story with Voxel, who got stuck in Super Mario World and somehow got out. I don't remember how he did, but he did. Yeah, this is his home along with his parents' home. So hopefully I can recreate it just right and get a good video out of it in the process. Do I want to do that? I keep pressing that to shift and I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a 4 tall wall. I feel like that's probably the better option. No one wants a cramped ceiling. There we go. This could be the living room area. That can work just fine. The kitchen can exist down here in this area because it's... Yeah, no, it just feels like a kitchen to me. I can see that working. Okay. We have the basic floor plan made now, so I actually said the right thing for once. Now we need to get a ceiling, which consists of the white clay blocks, because they just work for that, I guess. Let's see now. We don't need silver sandstone, we need white clay. And we also need to figure out how exactly we are going to go about getting this made. I could use the silver sandstone and just bring that out by 1 block to create a little bit of an overhang for visual variety, and then find basically this block over here actually will be perfect for this job. Just a flat sandstone. It's nothing too hugely impressive. It just works. So now I just have to go through this. I'm not going to bore you guys with putting in the ceiling, so I will meet you guys after that. Okay, we're back. The roof is finished. I figured I might as well do it while I was here. just off recording. Because I already did the ceiling, and I didn't want to bore you guys. Because I know that building a roof and a ceiling isn't exactly the most interesting thing in the world. So I figured I should just do that. Anyhow, yeah, this is done. We have some lights in here, so that way it's not dark. And yeah, this probably won't be furnished on camera. I've already kind of shown that with the previous part of this episode. If anything, I'll more than likely do it off camera, and the next time we come together to Christian's Cove and technically Desertia, this one will more than likely just be completely furnished. I guess that's all for now, technically. I know this part was shorter than the first one, but at least it had some more variety to it. I'm still trying to figure out how to do these because it's, like I said many times previously, this is very open-ended. So anyways, you just hop in here where it's air-conditioned. Come on, let me in. Take a seat. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I really appreciate the support from that little video I did explaining why I missed out on doing Sonic Colors on Friday. I appreciate all the kind comments that everyone has given me. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Remember, Christ is King and Jesus loves you. Bye.